Welcome to Pugging with Shintar episode 27, the first episode to be recorded on Darth Malgus, the newly created server that is a combination of the Red Eclipse, the Progenitor, and Tomb of Freedom Nad. To be honest, I have not noticed much of a difference. I don't know, maybe the background looks a little bit busier than most days, but then again I recognize most of these guild names and I remember they were here before the mergers, so I don't think the mergers have had that much of an effect on activity on the fleet. At least not to any extent that I would have found noticeable. Anyway, the good news is that they went very smoothly. I mean, the maintenance took a bit longer than they thought, but when the servers came back up, everything was as it should be, nothing was broken. So just some UI settings were reset, which was a bit annoying for me because I had to go through my list of flashpoints again to remember which ones I'd done and hadn't done. But really, that's hardly a problem, and I didn't even lose any names. The opposite, rather. I even got my old name from my main back, which is Shintar, obviously, but she used to have a funny accent on the I because I lost the normal version back in the server merges in 2012. See, just have to wait for 5 years and then you can get your name back too. Anyway, let's see if things are any different today on Darth Malgus. Oh, I mustn't forget to unselect damage. That's been another thing that has been reset, and just today I was in another run already where someone hadn't noticed that his roles had been reset and he was like, oops, I'm not actually a tank. Yeah. Let's see what I get. In terms of veteran flashpoints, I only have 2 left that I haven't done, and one of them is Blood Hunt. Time is running out. But knowing me, I'll probably get something really boring like Hard Mode Hammer Station, which I've also already done today on another character. I really hope I don't get it. And it is a veteran flashpoint. The suspense is killing me. Dun dun dun! The day has come to face Blood Hunt. We are off to a pretty good start though, because we have a tank and a healer. That's always an advantage. I forgot to check what the people's levels were.
Approaching Torches Island.
Yeah, it is another cutscene that makes 0 sense if you haven't actually played through the story. Like, who is Torch? What? But never mind that. Two level 70s and 1 54. That's not bad. Anyway, why am I even worried about Blood Hunt? Because it has a reputation for being really hard on veteran mode for some reason. It didn't used to be when it was a level 55 flashpoint, but then at some point when they retuned it, something went a bit crazy, and at least in 4.0 it was pretty insanely hard. Oh my god! This is also helpful, in case you didn't read the chat. Just a warning, I've never played a flashpoint in group mode before. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Thanks for the warning. So, we're almost to the first boss already, and that one can already be a bit tricky because of ads and lots of crap on the floor that you need to avoid. Basically, the biggest problem on the first one is simply that people might not kill the ads, and then someone gets mauled. But this one's not usually a problem, so... Oh, we start off with the tank disconnecting. Excellent. Just as someone else pulls. Yes. Wow. This is really off to a great start. But let's see how it goes. Level 70 Commando seems to be pretty confident in just his ability to tank things. We'll probably have some issues once the ads appear. Yes, here they are. Here are the first ones. Here come the ads and shoot me. At least there's an attempt to do something with them. Yes, please kill. Maybe I should have had my own killing here. Well, I mustn't forget that there's also the spores, which are this instance's photo stations, and I can click them. I mean, this is one good thing on veteran mode. I can get healing help if I need it. But yeah, I'm gonna start to struggle a little bit here if else I'm killed. I mean, I don't know what the Commando is doing either. He's running around. Oh, now we're up to multiple ads. Let's kick this for some heals. Oh my god, so much oof. Okay. For the moment we are alive. The ads went splat, I think. There are some new ones already, but... Wow, that stomp on the ground. Savage. I just noticed that Commando has a German name. Wonder if he's German. It means something like exiled. Oh my god, so many ads! Let's looking at names. Okay, here's some more heals. Oh, the ads also die if they go through the blue stuff. I think, maybe, or not. So maybe that has helped to kill some of them. Wow, okay, we made it through the fight somehow. Except for me. Oops, I was looking for a non-existent cooldown there. Actually, shouldn't I have my thingy by now? The disconnected guy is still standing there. Okay, well, we survived that. Our tank hasn't returned. So I'm wondering if he will. I mean, that did take several minutes. If he just had a brief DC, I would expect him to come back by now. He even got he even got a CXP pack. Interesting.
Don't know what you're doing in our compound.
I guess we'll continue.
Since you're here,
for now.
let's see what you're made of.
Basically, if he hasn't come back by the next boss, we will have to kick and replace him. Seems the other two have continued without me anyway. I mean, these three mini bosses are not too bad. This is a really nice looking flashpoint. I'm not a huge fan of this flashpoint in many ways, but it's very nice and atmospheric. Gotta give it that. Oh, he's already voting to kick. I guess I won't disagree with this one because he's not coming back from the looks of it. So we'll probably need a player for the second boss. So he's saying that his companion can fill in, but the next boss is the hard one. Am I group lead? Who's group lead? Tashira. This is her first time, she might not know how to do it, but we've instructed her. Pest the group finder button. Oh, I guess she must have known. Yes, exactly. She found it. Yay! So yeah, what can I say about these mini-bosses? I like these mini-bosses. There's a total of 6, and you get a selection of 3 on veteran mode. She's not always the same. Too slow again. Oh my god, this is not where I expected to wipe. Oh well. Can't release until the yeah, here's this replacement wants revenge on this flashpoint because it couldn't beat it early in the day. It tells you what it's like. Oh, what? And it seems our Verbannter went to a different mini-boss this time. There's Tashira. To the hunting lodge. Where's our... If you're noobing around, God help. Oh my god, these guys are way too funny. I'm dying here, and we haven't... I've literally died twice. There's Tashira. Okay, let's all get together again. Now, Verbannter is in here. Right, this is get knocked down here, stay near the middle. Right, I'm trying to give instructions for Tashira since she said she's new. Yeah, this is just a simple mini boss with a knockback. I think this is the one with the knockback. Or is it only the Wumpa guy? Okay, we got our act together, sort of.
Almost up to Mando standards.
Celebrating that he didn't fall down. Now we're going to the wrong door. What else can I say about these challenges? No, what's this here? Never remember what is what. Here are the oh yeah, these are the raptors that ate us earlier. Right, need to go to the big raptor at the end. Yeah, and all these mini bosses, they have I said this flashpoint is atmospheric. But also the mini bosses, they all have funky Mandalorian names, which have meanings, which I can't remember. Like this one, Hordaik Sorai. I'm probably pronouncing this wrong. But they all have names like Sharp Tooth or something. Well, not literally, but in that style. I think I once researched this somewhere. Gonna tab out here for a second and check. Yeah, they have this under control. I'm not literally tapping out, I just got two monitors, but I mean I'm gonna look at the other monitor. Yes, here, right, I remember. For a blog post I actually researched this. So like this guy we just killed, called what was he again? Yeah, right, Hordaik Sorai means cunning eye, because he has sharp eyes or something, and the big one we already killed was called River Assassin. Verbannter is very very hung up on the spot where he fell down. It must have been very shameful for him.
Gewehrd.
Alright, I'm already getting nervous about the second boss. Second proper boss. Alright, and the third mini boss today is the crack jaw cat thing. Cat thing is easier to say. Yeah, I like about these mini bosses how the mechanics for each one are slightly different. Like the big one was just alone there, but has a knockback. Then the raptor had raptor heads. The cat has some cat pads. Okay, that doesn't sound as exciting. But for example, there's a claw slug boss where you have to summon him by destroying claw slug eggs. And there is a lurker that sort of goes in a circle and you need to find him wherever he's lurking at the time. So I just think that's some nice variety. Oh no, is he fall? Did he just fall off again? Oh my god! Did he just fall into the lava? Or whatever that is there. Well, it didn't kill him, but... Oh, this is brilliant. I'm dying. Ah, at least it didn't kill him and he could climb up on the side. I feel I found a kindred soul in this guy. This is the sort of thing I often do in ops, like falling down random places. Yes, here is a big cat called Dralne Bite Oya Career, or however you pronounce it correctly, and this it means strongest of the hunt. Trivia for the day. So yeah, I think that's really neat how all these mini bosses have Mandalorian names and stuff. Anyway, after this will be time for Joss and Valk, who are the worst. The place where people always wipe. And where my default assumption is that we will wipe a lot and people will probably drop out and we'll replace them, and then the replacement will drop out and then we'll replace that. And maybe we'll eventually get it after 5 or 6 tries. This is my experience. Why is that? Well, they are a duo of bosses on a platform surrounded by a steep drop-off, and one of them has a very sharp knockback. Simple as that. Well, maybe not quite as simple as that, because you could think, well, just stay in the middle. The problem is, all the Kolto stations are on the very edge. So, someone inevitably runs to Kolto station and gets sent flying, and since when you fall down you die instantly, you probably end up wiping sooner or later, because the fight is pretty tough.
Done pretty well for yourselves. But you're in the arena now. Meet Joss and Valk. Husband and wife. Tough as Durasteel. Undefeated and still eager to prove themselves.
Right. Here they are. I predict that Tashira will fall down pretty quickly because it's her first time, and in fairness, if you've never seen this, I mean, even with the instruction that you should stay in mid, it's just, yeah. It's not so easy.
I will destroy you!
What the?
My husband.
What just happened to Verbannter? How did he die? What happened? Oh yeah, watch out, he goes up and leaves an AoE on the floor, so you have to walk out of it a bit.
When do you finally destroy them, huh?
Oh my god, he said he clicked the wrong ability, so I'm guessing he rocketed out or something and into the abyss. I'll have to rewatch the video afterwards to see if it shows. Probably not, because I was looking the other way. Oh my god. Well, let's continue. So worst case, Tashira gets a bit of practice for how the fight works.
My husband.
Even if we don't succeed. Oh, he does this evil mauling thing. This hurts a lot. It didn't hurt as much as I remember. I mean, to be fair, this is my first time here since 5.0. So the last time I did it was in 4.0. So it might be that when they retuned it for level 70, that they made it a bit easier compared to what it was before. Ah, too much damage. Nope, I didn't heal him enough.
My husband, the pushover.
This is where he stabs you, yeah, and you're stunned and it hurts a lot. And there goes Tash. No, she did not fall off. But I'm dying to the AoE. Well, and our noob actually lived the longest. Right. That was just a practice try, yeah. That's what I'm telling myself. It was just practice. I have to be a bit more on the ball when Joss mauls someone, because he does so much damage. Like, if I can't heal through it, I must be ready to run towards a cultist station.
I will destroy you!
My husband, the pushover.
Okay, Joss is after Verbannter at the moment. So, make sure to put heals on him. Now he finished to James Reynolds. He has that hair, it looks a bit like,
When do you finally destroy
what's
them,
his
huh?
face? Ah! Oh my god, so much damage. Forgot what I was trying to say. Looks like that ally you get in the Knights of the Eternal Throne. The one who's an advisor to Valen, I forget his name now. He has that hair. Indozal, that's his name.
My
Okay.
husband, the pushover.
I am quite lucky that I didn't have to do this before level 65. I mean, I've got all my abilities except my reflect. And I can cast successive treatment on the move.
That's how it's done, John.
Imagine what this is like at level 20. When you have no defenses. Oh, and Tash got punched, but only to the very edge. She stayed near mid. Okay, now just Valk is out. Yeah, this, I mean, I didn't even say that, but this fight has several phases. Like, first it's just Joss, then it's only Valk, then it's Joss and Valk, and that's the really hard bit. Because you have like her AoE and his punches and whoa! And Verbannter went off the edge again. Ah, bless him. He's not having a good evening.
St. Joe always fight better, Redor.
The unfortunate thing is, the way the knockback works, you also can't like combat res or anything, they just instantly respawn outside, so... Except occasionally it bugs out and you get knocked off and instantly get teleported back up. But he wasn't so lucky this time.
Like watching dust gather.
Well, this time I got knocked back, but yeah, I was well near the middle, so no danger. We'll probably wipe once we get to the double phase. Okay, here comes the little intermediate phase with little ads. Okay, it was just an experiment to see how you react to this thing. Anyway, this is where it gets tough. Because now there's both of them. And I'm being yanked. Up, and there goes James flying. No! Looked like he went flying over the edge. Either he got the bug with the teleport, or... Oh!
Let him have it.
Something killed Tasha?
You're doing it wrong.
I have no idea what happened. Well, we won't survive very long with just the two of us here. Because basically the problem is because they have so many disruptive abilities. If several of you die, all the abilities gonna go on the remaining people, and it's just too much. Like you see, he's like stabbing me and she's shooting me. It's just not something I'm gonna survive for very long. Cooldowns. Nope. Not good enough. He's still stabbing me.
Let him have it.
Well, we survived for longer than I expected.
Joss, you're doing it wrong.
Oh, James isn't. I'll switch to my tank. Oh dear, he wants to switch to his tank, which is well intended, but I'm a bit worried that it's not gonna work out. Because the way this works, we'll probably queue for replacement and get like a random level 30 dude. JC. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Let's see what happens. Let's give it a try if I don't think it's gonna work. I mean, people avoid this flashpoint. There's a reason it's taken me this long to get it as my random. Not so random now. But at the same time, there are loads of people in the random queue. And since we don't need a specific role, I worry we're just gonna get someone else. I am pretty certain we'll get someone else. My guildies have repeatedly tried this sort of thing before and it never works. You always get someone else. But okay. Is it on? He's on his guardian now. Okay, Tash has put us back. I was about to tell her to put us back in the queue. We're in the queue. What is gonna happen? Yep, there's a random. And it is a level 70. At least not a level 20 or 30. I will whisper the guy anyway, so he knows. I'm doing the whispering again. Wrong. I keep forgetting about that bloody colon you need to do. Well, let's see how Frynel, the shadow of his DPS, fares at this. Here is Frynel. Okay, so everyone is here. Let's see how it goes, I guess. We are already living up to my expectations of having replacements, even though it was a bit unintentional because the guy wanted to rejoin on a different character and it just didn't work out. But still. And we had, what was it, 2 wipes? 3 wipes? 2, I think. So this will be attempt number 3. Yes. Keep hearing and wind up a grab round and then not shooting. No, he did it.
My husband, the pushover.
Alright. Need to heal hard when he's being mauled. I mean, we definitely shouldn't lose anyone in this first phase. If we do things right. Yeah, why so much damage?
When do you finally destroy
Oh,
them,
I
huh?
was gonna run towards the portal station, but someone else already did. Not going to complain. In this fight, every little helps. Oh, now he's on Frynel.
My husband, the pushover.
Okay,
This is how it's done, Joss.
now we fight Valk for a bit. And she's actually the easier one of the 2. Though she also has a knockback.
Think you always fight better, Rito. Oh, like watching dust gather.
Okay, more knockback. This debuff means increased damage from Joss, which is another problem.
Think you always fight better, Rito.
Ah, I did damage from AoE. Did she run to the portal station? Yeah, she did. Risky move that. I suppose she had just done a knockback, so
Let him have it.
okay. Add phase.
Let him have it.
Well, everyone's alive. So far, so good.
Together we can't lose.
Here comes the difficult bit.
Joss, you're doing it wrong.
Take that, Volk.
Okay, someone is running to photo station, so I won't run. Oh! Damn it! But I can combat res him here at least. Gonna hold the line so I can't get knocked back. Yep, that was good as well, because she did jump at me while I did that. Oh, Tash, no! Okay. No, don't have another combat rest, but okay. It's still... Joss is nearly dead! That's really the crucial bit. If you can get Joss dead...
Keep up, Volk.
Cannot hear you while running. She made it to the culto station. Good. This is very tense. All the culto stations are on cooldown. Wow.
Let him have it.
She is good at running to culto stations. Wink. There's my knockback. Oh, and now I'm being hit by the AoE. I'll run up to this culto station.
You're doing it wrong.
Oh, he's down. Yes, we just need to get Valk down. That is the relatively easy bit. At least nobody's gonna get stabbed anymore. He just does this AoE and the occasional knockback. No! Hey, I was near the middle. I was totally near the middle there. Just how far did she knock me back? I'm probably gonna look at the video afterwards and be like, I was way too close to the edge. Dang! Wow, apparently I can still get circles while outside the room. I can't even see the rest of the fight. Wow, I am really not at my best tonight. At least I know what I'm gonna call this episode. But I think they've got it in the bag. Even though I can't see what's happening, I can see Valk is at 15%. They just need to keep doing damage, pick the culto stations, and they've got it. Less than 10% health on her. I was getting a bit worried there. I was looking at their health. I was like, please don't wipe at 5%. But I think they've got it. Even if I can't see what's happening.
To hand it to you. That was something. Think it's time we met.
That was only 3 tries. That's really good going, to be honest. Now we only have the last boss left to go. I'm so overjoyed that I'm actually forgetting her name right now. Shay Whistler. Yes, that's it. She's even a companion. I really should remember her name. But clearly all the pugging is taking its toll. I haven't actually told any of my puggers that they're in a video, that they're gonna be in a video. But these guys have been so much fun. I want to let them know at least if they want to see themselves on video later. Ooh! Fionel is a Sith pureblood. Took her head off. She reminds me a bit of a certain NPC. I think it's the one on the Imperial introduction to Core Drive. Yeah, she reminds me of. Got her name. Anyway, pretty cool cutscene here, or like fire. Though it's pretty insane. I mean, what Shay Whistler's done here, like this whole building on fire, lava, wild animals. I mean, I know Mandalorians like a fight, but it all strikes me as very impractical in that sort of James Bond villain kind of way. Like giant moving floor with the Mandalorian logo on it.
Take it you're the one they call Torch.
Shay Visla. That little nickname the locals came up with. Hell if I know why.
You recently had a falling out with the Revannites and the Nova Blades. I could use your help.
I bet you could.
Hell, standing in fire. It's
Tell you
not. It's
what,
not a good example.
Instead of whatever grand gesture of cooperation you thought might happen here, why don't we try something a little different? Been a while since I had a decent challenge. I'm taking this opportunity to show my clan how it's done.
Apparently, BioWare was actually considerate. Please skip, he says. Just as the scene ends, anyway. What was I gonna say? Yes, BioWare was actually considerate of the law here, and apparently you can't take your Shay Visla companion in here to fight herself. Because that would be weird.
Here we go!
Anyway, she is comparatively easy when you just fought Joss and Valk. There's just some stuff with fire that you need to move out of. I just realized I didn't even use my raid buff earlier. Also fail. I mean, when it's such a tough fight where every little bit of DPS helps, I really should have remembered to use it.
Dirty! Dirty!
Yep, here part of the floor disappears.
I thought you could fight. Pushing yourself or not? I thought you could fight.
I think the only really dangerous bit is where this one, where this grapple droid pulls you into the middle. And there's fire everywhere. Just run up to one of these. Click it. And heals everywhere.
Pushing yourself or not? Yes! I thought you could fight. Yes!
Ah, why is Verbannter nearly dying? Must have been playing with fire. Ow, now I'm taking a lot of damage. Probably hit the cultist thing.
You're good. I'm better.
It's not entirely clear to me where all the damage is coming from. Some of it is fire for sure. Oh, Toshira died despite the cultist station. Oh, I'll combat dress her. She even knows what that is, not having done a group flashpoint before. Oh, she got it.
Won't let you win. I'm taking you down.
Okay, yeah, that orange circle on the floor obviously hurts. But like, what is she like just firing rockets at me or something?
You're good. I'm better.
It's a bit cheaty that she has this jetpack to float over fire. We don't, and we have to dodge it all. Ah! Again, like, why is this hurting so much? Oh, I wanted to press the Sculptor Station, but someone already pressed it. Okay.
I'm taking you down.
Why is there so
Now
much
the
fire?
real fighting starts. Won't let you win.
Heals. Okay, everyone's alive. We got this.
Not bad.
Ooh, level up. At the victorious moment. That's nice. Oh, thanks for reviving me, she said. Okay, I'm going to skip the last cutscene since Verbannter was asking for skipping on the last one already.
Not
Thanks for skipping now, he says. Well, I have skipped, but someone else hasn't.
I can see how you like we went.
Just say something.
A Mandalorian who's tired of war?
Fighting. He's been. And the no, I do. If you want to.
Okay, he's disagreeing with me that Bloodhound is the worst on veteran mode.
If you want to join the fight,
Yeah,
you're
well,
welcome.
he can't think of another one after all. Ha. Anyway, I can barely believe we made it through this with only one change of character, which was even somewhat involuntary. And yes, I have Reflect now. I just got it from leveling up. Excellent. And only wiped on Joss and Volk 3 times. That is quite impressive. I'm not sure if it's been nerfed. I mean, the damage still felt very high, but we were lucky that we had mostly level 70s. I kind of lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Yes. It's a lot harder when you have low-level people. But with 2 level 70s, one in the 50s, one in the 60s, it's more doable. But the random nature of the whole thing means that often you get someone who's like 30 and they have no damage reduction, they have no ability to do damage or heal on the move, they have nothing to protect against the knockbacks, and it's just awful. But this really wasn't too bad. Plus, the group was actually really funny. I mean, this might have been the best team of people I've had since I started doing this series. It was just so hilarious. I loved it. That's put me in a really good mood. Even if it's gone a bit more quiet here, or did I put God in on? Oh, I think it's because I got into a different instance of the Flayed. Anyway, that is Bloodhunt out of the way. At last. I was waiting for this the entire time since I started this series, pretty much. I might still get it on hard mode in theory, though unlikely, but at least I've done it on veteran mode. I would not have finished this series without doing it, at least in one difficulty. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.